Hey guys, the LiftMaster Dog Guy. We are looking at the Genie Genius Track Drive model GG-1950. I did not put my light shade on this. I'll show you a light shade here in just a minute. This here, I like this unit. Of course I like all my units. But this here, the drive tape in this is not the original drive tape, however it is the original material. This is a drive tape from the time period when they were making these units. I take all my drive tapes out when I store my units, and this happened to just be the drive tape I threw back into it. So this is not a replacement. This is the original, however it's not original to this unit. We'll go ahead and run it with the Alistair wall button. I do not have a, I guess not Alistair, classic button. A bunch of units came with this. I do not have the 1895 program to this. However, I will also show you an 1895 in this video. Here we go. And we'll close it back down. In here we don't have an issue with the limits on this opener because of the different limit design on the Genie Genius. It does not utilize the little pegs on the side of the trolley. They're a little bit different. They have a bend to them, as you can see there, and they've got that little thing and it hits the top of the Traveler. So there is a used Genie Genius model GG-1950, and here is a brand new Genie Genius model GG-1950. I didn't do the unboxing because this is actually the second version of this video. For some reason when I was importing the first one on my computer, something happened and I deleted it. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't exactly shove it all back into the box and start over. So I decided to just lay it out like this so that we could see all the stuff that comes with a brand new Genie Genius model GG-1950. Some of you guys know the price that this went for on eBay. It was a lot, but here's the thing, guys. Let me tell you the reasoning behind that. First of all, there must be another collector out there that's tried to bid against me. But second of all, the thing about it is, to find a 25-plus-year-old unit new in the box, especially the Genius being as rare as it is, I mean, you know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance right here. You know, I would be very surprised if I ever found another one of these, but the thing about it is now I've got this 1950, so if I ever see another 1950, somebody else from the YouTube community has a chance to get it. Let's go through the parts bags here real quick. You can see we do have push button, wire, and all the screws. The manual, which I wanted to show, we tell in here the difference between the 1810 and the 1950. The 1810 is a 1/3 horsepower. I did not know that. And the 1950 is a 1/2 horsepower. The 1810 has one light. The 1950, which is this one here, has two. You can see we do have the very, very rare light shade on the back. I am assuming this is the light shade actually that would have come with the 920 as well. And I think that's the only other metal case unit there was the 920 and then the 218. The 1810 and the 1950, I think, were the only three that were metal cases. And this, I believe, is the light shade that would have come with that. You can see we do have the Genie light shade on the front. No, I did not open any bags, by the way. I'm not going to open any bags. What I may do, though, with this unit is I may pull that drive tape out and throw a used drive tape in there and run it on some used rails that I have just so we can see it run. But I do not want to open any of these parts bags. This here is the bag of the rail straps that holds the rails together. Again, you guys have seen brand new track drive rails before when I unboxed the 900. This is the lighted push button here. We can get it so we can see it, kind of, sort of. This here is the, I guess it's the newer style button. This is kind of what came with the IntelliCode. You can sort of see that. I didn't realize that design of push button had been around for a long time. I knew the old Genie buttons were the button like that came with my 900, except for right beside it there's a little LED, and that was what lit up. This is a lit button, by the way. Traveler, limit switches, and inner slide. GG-1950, guys, brand spanking new in the box. Yes, for the record, I have already opened it up and taken the battery out of it, which the battery is right there. You can see it didn't really leak, but it kind of rusted. The inside of the remote was alright, though. So, but yes, brand shiny new. Look at that, shiny new GG-1950. Very, very, very nice unit. So there we have it, guys, the Genie Genius model GG-1950. Like I said, down the road I may pull this drive tape out of here and put it on some used rails. But there we have it, guys. Brand new light lenses, Genie light lens. You can kind of get a feel for what that looked like with both the light lenses on it, since I've never seen it before anyway. And then of course door arms and stuff there. So there we are. Let's actually run through. I don't know if you guys all know the brain cells. I'll show those to you guys. Number 1 is a variable light timer, and number 2 is a securityfication lock. Number 3 is an in-house monitor control, which is kind of like the LiftMaster Model 829 LM. Number 4 is the moving door alert. 5 is the independent light control. 6 is the infrared safety switch. 7 is the keyless entry system. 8 is the remote in-house light control. Now the difference between 5 and 8, number 5 is allowing you to hook up a wall switch to the Genie Genius to turn the lights on and off on the opener. And then number 8 is like the, well, let's see, number 8, I guess Chamberlain doesn't really have an equivalent of that. Oh no, my bad. Yes, number 8 would be like the, what is it, the remote light control that programs to your opener. I can't think of the model number off the top of my head. Oh, come on. I don't know. But yes, I guess Chamberlain doesn't have an equivalent of 5, except for now it's all built into the push buttons to control the lights on and off on the opener. And then number 8, we had the light control. It'll program to a button on your remote and turn the lights on and off in the house. So there we are. Really nice. Basically all the same stuff as you would normally find in any manual. There we have all the parts that it came with. Front lens cover, rear lens cover, remote control, all of it put together. So there we are. Really nice unit, guys. Really, really nice. Check back, subscribe to the channel.